Hello, welcome to the Impact Podcast with Taiwo Balogun. And in today's episode, we are looking at 2025 investment strategies. And in the course of this episode, we'll be looking or learning how to make your money work harder and smarter in 2025. So this is the purpose of today's edition or episode of the Impact Podcast with Taiwo Balogun. So I want you to stay tuned to the end of this video because I'll be sharing some strategies with you that's going to help you in the course of your journey all through the year 2025. Yes, all through the year 2025. But I need you to quickly do something before we dive deeper. Yes, I need you to quickly go to the share button and share this video with someone. And also, if you are just coming across this channel, this is the Impact Podcast with Taiwo Balogun podcast channel. And I just want to encourage you to do something by subscribing to this channel. Please subscribe and also activate the bell notification button so that you will be notified whenever we come up with a new episode of a podcast. And you know, one of the things I want to encourage each and every one of you to also do is to please share this channel with someone, especially this episode, because it's going to help you to navigate your investment portfolio in the year 2025. Is going to help you a lot. It's going to help you a lot. So I need you to sit back as I'll be sharing my computer screen with you shortly. But let me also do what I ask you to do. I am also looking at sharing this video with loved ones so that they can also be part of tonight's edition of the Impact Podcast with Taiwo Balogun. I hope you can also do the same so that we can all grow together. So like I told you, we are looking at 2025 investment strategies. Yes, 2025 investment strategies to make your money work harder and smarter for you in the year 2025. This is some of the things that a lot of people are asking me, and I decided to do an episode on this subject. So now I want us to know that this episode is designed to equip you with the actionable strategies to maximize returns in the Nigerian market and beyond while minimizing risk. Yes, you have to learn to maximize returns and minimize risk. And but one thing about investment is that yes, investment is meant for risk takers, but there are calculated risk and also reward that you must take cognizance of. So in today's episode, by the end of this episode, you will have a clear roadmap to make your money work harder and smarter for you in the year 2025. In the year 2025. So this is what we are looking at tonight. But however, I need you to know something, and that is the fact that yes, there are a lot of opportunities that are available in the Nigerian market. There are a lot of opportunities available in the Nigerian market. Yes, we might be complaining that, oh, the economic situation is not favorable, but let me tell you, a lot of guys are cashing out. A lot of investors are doing what? They are cashing out, and you can also be part of those that are cashing out in this economy. So looking at that, one of the things that we are looking at is the high growth sectors. We are looking at the high growth sectors. You may be wondering which one is high growth sector again. Yes, we have high growth sectors, and that is the like of the real estate. The real estate sector is high growth sector. We also have the fintech. You can see the way fintechs are springing up in Nigeria on a daily basis, and every one of the fintech is making something good for themselves. They are cashing out, and you also need to join the train now. You need to join the train. Yes, you can decide to also either partner or invest in real estate, fintech, or edutech, agritech, or the agricultural sector. And also another thing, one of the problems that we have in Nigeria is the power sector, which is electricity. So, and we have not exhausted the renewable energy opportunities in Nigeria. So these are the thriving sectors in Nigeria that present opportunities for investment. If you are considering looking at how your money can work harder and smarter for you in the year 2025, I need you to consider this. Very, very important. It is very, very important. And looking at the second aspect of the opportunities in the Nigerian market that we need to look at is the demographics. The demographics of this country is that we have young and tech-savvy population that are driven by demand and innovative solutions and digital services. And this is creating investment potential in these areas that I just mentioned in the high growth sectors. And, when we have the population, Nigeria, one of the opportunities in this country is the population. Investment is a game of number. In fact, it is a game of what? A game of number. Then the third thing that we also need to look at in the Nigerian market is policy-driven opportunities. The government they are seriously working on initiatives in infrastructure and technology development, and these are creating new opportunities for investors in these sectors. Before I came up to this live podcast, I shared something in one of my groups. That is the opportunity, and that is a call for applications for Green Money Project. Green Money Project. It is an agricultural initiative or agricultural intervention initiative. Empowerment for Nigerian youth in agribusiness. And the one of the requirements is that you must be a Nigerian that is resident in Nigeria between the age of 18 and 40 years of age. And if you're interested in agribusiness, there is an empowerment program to fund your project, your business, your agribusiness. And you can Google it. It is by I think I just shared that on one of my groups. So you can Google it, it is Green Money Project Agriculture Empowerment for Young Nigerians in Agribusiness. So there are a lot of government initiatives out there that are really helping people, especially investors, to tap into the opportunities in the Nigerian market. So this is something that you should be looking at if you want your money to work harder and smarter for you in the year 2025. So as we dive further, I want us to dive deeper. I want us to look at the practical steps for investment. The practical steps for investment. One of the steps that you must look at is to leverage government programs. I just told you about one now that they are doing, which is an empowerment for youth, and there are a lot of them out there for women, women-owned business, women initiatives, and the likes. So you need to look out for government programs, and you have to leverage on those programs. You need to take advantage of the government-backed schemes for agriculture, for technology, for renewable energy and other aspects of the economy that you can invest your money. And in investing your money, you also have to take some calculated risk. You understand? So, and this is something, the government programs that you are leveraging on are things that provides incentives and supports for investors, but you need to be in the known. You need to be in the known so that you can be part of what is happening and know what is happening and when it is happening. This is something that most of these things might not be advertised out there, but you need to be in the known. But I will share with you one of the ways to know to be in the known very shortly. So the number 2 practical steps for investment that you also need to consider is to explore fintech platforms. If you want your money to work smarter, to work harder and smarter for you in the year 2025, you need to explore fintech platforms. Yes, there are a lot of them out there. Some of them are not reliable, but you have to look at them, how to utilize the ones that are reliable. Utilize fintech platforms for micro investment in shares and bonds. And a lot of these guys are, you can, even on some of these fintech platforms, you can trade Nigeria Stock Exchange. You can also trade New York Stock Exchange. You can even trade AI and AI shares or stocks on some of this fintech. You understand? And also another thing that you also need to look at is this FGN savings bonds is going to be it should be part of your investment portfolio for the year 2025. There's what we call FGN savings bond. And then the minimum investment is 5,000 naira. And you can, it is being, this bond is being, or should I say, it is opened on a monthly basis, and you can keep adding to your investment. But, in an economy that we have a lot of opportunities like this, we should look at substantial amount for our investment. You understand? Because all these offers accessible and diversified options for smaller investors. You understand? It gives you access to a lot of diversified options as a small investor. Even if you are a big time investor, a lot of big time investors are investing in shares, in FGN savings bonds and the likes. And the third practical steps for investment as you look into the year 2025 is to tap into real estate opportunities. Real estate opportunities is, in fact, I was at I visited someone last week, and was it last week? It was this week. I think it was this week. And when they gave me his address, I thought it's one of his properties. But on getting to the venue, I realized that it's one of these short-let apartments. So you need to look at how to invest in urban real estate. And when we talk about urban real estate, what is making waves in the Nigerian economy now is focusing on short-let apartments in some strategic locations in Nigeria. And it doesn't stop you from going to other states. You can start with Lagos State, and there are a lot of GRAs or cool areas in other states that you can look into and invest in real estate. Invest in short-let apartments and affordable housing projects, because this is catering to the for the growing demand for housing in cities. So real estate investment or real estate opportunities is one of the things that you should look at if you want your money to work harder and smarter for you. And you don't need to start by looking for land to buy or to build. You can look for some of these established real estate companies that are into short-let apartments that want to invest, or that are looking for investors or want to expand their investment strength. You can be part of the stake or shareholders in that company, buy into it, the company, and you'll be surprised because some of them are working, they are already operating this short-let apartment, and the thing is working perfectly. In fact, it's a good concept. So looking at that, we also need to look at identifying the right investment strategies. Identifying the right investment strategies. When you are looking at when you are looking at your money working for you in a smarter or harder way, or so you want your money to work for you smartly, then you need to identify the right investment strategies. And I have 3 investment strategies that I'd like to share with you. The first one is diversification. Is what? Diversification. One of the best investment strategies that you need to embrace is diversification. You need to learn to diversify your investment portfolio. You need to spread your investments across various asset classes. As you are investing in stocks, you also need to look at, diversifying some of your investment into bonds. You need to, as you are doing that, you are also diversifying some of your investment in real estate, while you can also look at some commodities. When we say commodities, it could be food commodities, it could be, it could be metal, it could be currency, it could be, anything, so that it can help you to mitigate risk. One of the investment that I am advising a lot of my coaching clients for next year, for 2025, is to look into metal commodities, and that is gold, raw gold, and silver. And you may think it is difficult to do. No, you don't. It is not difficult. You can learn it from even those goldsmiths around you, or those BDC guys, aboki guys that buy dollars. Some of them buy golds and silver, and you can learn how to test and identify which carat is this. Is the 18 carat, 20 carat, 24, 22, 24 carat, and know the weight of that commodity. And you know what happened? There was a time 1 ounce of gold cost about 46,000 or 65,000 naira. As I'm talking to you, an ounce of gold is over 120,000 naira. As I'm talking to you, you can imagine if you had bought some of those gold or commodities when it was 60 something thousand naira, and you have, like, let's say 10 or 20 ounces of gold. Calculate how much you worth by now, and it is something you can be buying gradually, bit by bit, and you just keep it somewhere. This is a good investment opportunity for women out there. They knows how to maintain and keep their gold. So it is one of the opportunities, the investment opportunities, that you should include in your portfolio. But the first strategies is learn to diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. The number 2 strategy that I have for you tonight is passive income streams. Passive income streams, and that is you exploring investment in dividend-paying stocks. I think it was in August when GTB declared public offer. I did a video. You can check my YouTube channel on this. I think I did 2 videos to this effect. Telling people to buy the GTCO shares or GTB shares. It was, I think the public offers was 44 naira 50 kobo. By as at now, GTB shares is over 15 naira. It's over 15 naira, if not up to 52 naira by now. But however, by the time they conclude their everything with CBN, clearing houses or whatever, they are going to be paying you dividends. They will be paying dividends. So explore investment in dividend-paying stocks. Like I mentioned, short-let apartments. Look at rental properties. And another thing that people are also doing is peer-to-peer lending for consistent income generation. It could be like a susu that you gather. You have a club or a group of people who are doing a susu, or what we call ajo in Yoruba. Or you put funds together to lend to this person, or as you can embrace that strategy of a susu or a jaw of a thing. This is another This is a good strategy for you if you want your money to work harder and smarter for you in the year 2025. Why the third strategy that I have here is compound interest tools. Now, you wouldn't know the power of compound interest until you begin to take note of what compound interest is. You see, you have to utilize high yield savings account, not just savings account. There are some savings account that you don't need to put your money into. When you look, I've done some videos on where to invest your money, how to invest your money, and you can check my YouTube channel for such. Where I shared some of these mutual funds, money market funds that you can invest your money. So, and you should utilize touch savings account or treasury bills if you have what it takes. Like some of these fintech that I told you, they can help you to buy treasury bills. Yes, a lot of discount, a lot of security houses now have fintech, and they are investing in fintech, and you can buy treasury bills on their platforms. Yes, you can buy. There's one I know that I used to deal with, which is by UBA. I think I will soon get there. So all these things will help you to maximize the power of compounding and growing your wealth over time. You understand? This is very, very important. Now, the other thing that we also need to look at is building strong risk management strategies. You see, every investment has its own risk. Every investment has its own risk. So you don't want to say, I am an investor and I don't like taking risk. If you want to be a successful investor, you must be a risk taker, but it has to be calculated risk. It has to be what? Calculated risk. So if you want to be a calculated risk taker, you must learn to build strong risk management strategies. And I have 4 strategies with you. First one is know your risk appetite. So many people they are not risk taker, and when they are losing money, they think heaven is falling. Heaven is not falling. So you also need to know your risk appetite. Am I risk averse or I am a risk taker? Determine your tolerance for risk and understand how much volatility you are comfortable with in your investment. I know a lot of people who they can invest all their hard-earned money in anything. They are risk takers. Yes, some people are like that. And when things goes wrong, they can easily adapt or adjust because they know that, if this thing goes in my way, then I'll be smiling to the bank by now. So, but however, if you're not that kind of a person, understand your risk appetite and know what you can risk, because so many people are not risk taker, they are risk averse. And the number 2 risk management management strategies that you must embrace is have emergency fund kept somewhere. Maintain a liquid savings account with 3 to 6 months of living expenses to weather market downtowns and unexpected event. Anything can happen. Investment is risky. Business is risky. Life itself is a risk. So, but however, you need to have emergency fund where if anything happens, maybe even if you are the working class, if you are a working class, you need to have emergency fund kept somewhere. So in case you lose your job, you have something to fall back on. So also, if you are an investor or a business owner or an entrepreneur, you should have emergency fund. Have emergency fund. And the third strategy, risk management strategy, is always take due diligence. Do thorough research before you invest or before you part with your money. Thorough research of the companies you are investing in. Thorough research of the investment opportunity you are investing or you heard about before you commit your funds to such investment. You understand? do thorough research. One of the tools that I like using is Dramatics. I used to read a lot of stuff on that platform. It's like a financial news portal or blog for me, and there are a lot of things going on that website. They didn't pay me to do this or to say this, but it's one of those tools that I think you should add to your risk management tool, so that you can be taking due diligence, doing research before you part with your investment money. Why the third strong risk management strategy is hedging strategies. What is hedging? What is hedging? You need to hedging is when you have, if something is going against you, you have something to fall back or to mitigate the risk. You understand? To mitigate the risk. Forex traders will understand this more better, or anyone that is trading stock or trading any of these instruments will understand hedging proper. But however, you should employ investment insurance. Employ investment insurance or diversify your investment into foreign assets to minimize currency inflations. Inflations is, you can see the way inflation is going on in Nigeria. And when there's inflation, you know what happens? the buying power will drop. Our buying power will drop. And currency fluctuations is another thing that we are facing in Nigeria. Today it is 1,500 something naira to the dollar. Tomorrow it could be 2,000. The fluctuations is not stable. So, but once you have your investment domicile in foreign assets, you will be protected from fluctuations, and it will help to keep your investment. In fact, one of the things I used to tell my people or my coaching clients, most of my forex coaching clients, is that if you have some money that you are not in need of this money at the moment, why can't you convert it to dollar or to foreign currency and keep it in your forex account? That account you want to keep it into, you are not trading that account, so you are not tempted to lose the money. You understand? So what happens is you have your trading account. You also have another account where you keep foreign currencies, and you can withdraw anytime as long as it is domiciled in your country of residence. Is another way of keeping your money. Yes, but you have to make sure that forex broker is regulated, is reliable, and that they won't run with your money. You understand? So that's another strategy that I embrace, and I also teach my coaching clients. So now let's look at the next one, which is strategic investment approaches. Now, when we talk about strategic investment approaches, if you're getting something valuable tonight from this session, I'd like to see your comments. Let me see your comment in the comment section. This is a live broadcast. I think I was unable to come up last week. I'm sorry for that. This session was supposed to be broadcasted last week, but I had an engagement and I couldn't meet up the timing. So that was why I said, I need to do this today, despite the fact that I'm still struggling with some technical difficulties, based on the fact that I just returned from the United States of America. But however, I need to do this. It's a passion. It's a mission. And I need to continue to feed my community. Yes, I need to continue to do that. Yes. So now let's look at strategic investment approaches that we need to embrace as we want our money to work harder and smarter for us in the year 2025. One of the approach that we must embrace is trend spotting. Trend spotting. You may be saying, this guy, Taiwo, you are too technical tonight. What's happening? Yes, I'm a technical person. I'm a technical analyst, and I love technical analysis so much. So trend spotting is one of the technical terms in markets, in financial markets. Yeah. So what does that mean? It will help you to stay ahead of the curve by identifying emerging market trends. It will help you. You are spotting trends earlier, and you can take advantage of trends, of business trends, of investment trends, trends of opportunity trends before a lot of people jump into that trend. It will help you when you know how to do trend spotting, you will be ahead of the curve. You identify emerging market trends as fast as possible. And it is applicable to anything, any investment opportunity, be it renewable energy initiatives, agricultural empowerment programs, or whatever opportunities. Before everybody jump into it, you are in already. You are in the known. You understand? And it will help you to even benefit from government subsidies and growing demand. This is something that you should sit down after this broadcast. Go take note of some of these things I'm mentioning, or some of these keywords, and just Google it, and you'll learn more. And you can even search for AI tools to help you to do trend spotting in any area that you are interested. You understand? Any investment, any business opportunities, you'll be getting updated market trend. So the second approach is long-term versus short-term goals. Long-term versus what? Short-term goals. One thing about making your money to work harder and smarter for you is to align your investments with your time horizon. Align your investment with your time horizon. And that has to do with long-term. You must have long-term and short-term goals. In fact, I always tell people, have 3 goals. Have long-term, medium-term, and short-term goals. Or long-term, short-term, and medium-term goals. Have those goals, And one of your long-term goals should be your retirement plan. For how long do I want to do this to retire? What will be my retirement business? What will be my retirement investment? You understand? And you can do this. You just sit down and map out the strategies, because it will help you. What are your short-term goals? What are your medium-term goals? It could be stock trading, it could be currency trading, it could be crypto, it could be bonds, it could be government initiative programs and stuff like that. But however, have long, short, and medium-term goals. And I know that you can achieve this. You can achieve this. Now, the next one, which is the third approach to strategic investment, is to leverage technology. Leverage what? Technology. Leverage technology. Investment hubs like Cowrywise, Optimus. I think Optimus is owned by Afri Invest or something. Invest Now. Invest Now is owned by UBA. Some of these guys, you can tap into the opportunities available on some of these investment platforms to simplify financial planning. Financial planning, you see it. Just download some of these platforms. They are free, not paid. And you'll be getting updates. You can even sign up for their newsletters. Sign up, and you'll be getting updated stuff that will help in your financial planning, even stock trading, portfolio management. Whenever there's FGN savings bond, whenever it is being released, they will send you an email and tell you, even when some companies are selling commercial papers. You know what is commercial papers? Although it is the investment is a bit huge. It could be from 5 million, 10 million, or they could say, we are selling 5 billion financial papers. And it could be MTN, Dangote, some of these multinational companies that are selling it. You will not see some of these things announced on the TV or on newspaper. It is through some of these platforms that you can see update, that you'll be getting updates. So I want to advise you, especially Invest Now. Go and sign up to their newsletter. You'll be getting some of these things. Even when there is FGN savings bond, they will alert you. They will let you know that, this thing is opening between 3 days or 5 days, and you need to buy now if you want to buy. And, it will help you in your portfolio management, so that you know how to diversify your investment and be at the head or stay at the head of the curve of market trend. You understand? Yeah. So let's quickly look at the next. We're almost wrapping up tonight's episode of the Impact Podcast. Now let's look at these checklists. Yes, as we conclude, let's look at the checklist for success. Checklist for success. So first is to identify growth opportunities. Identify what? Growth opportunities, which I told you to explore and capitalize on high growth sectors and government programs because they are available in the Nigerian market. It is when you know what you know. If you don't know, you don't know. That is one thing about this economy. And what you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is what is bigger than you. What you know, you are, yeah. So always be in the known. Always be in the known. Yes, the number 2 thing I shared with you as we recap is to diversify your portfolio. Spread your investment across different asset classes to mitigate risk and maximize returns. And the next is prioritize risk management. Very, very important. You need to establish an emergency fund. Emergency fund is very, very important, especially in the state of economy that we are in now in Nigeria. And then conduct due diligence on all investment opportunities before you part with your investment or with your funds, so that it will help you to mitigate risk and potential losses. Then adopt strategic approaches. Adopt our strategic approaches by embracing technology, transporting tools to gain an edge and make informed investment decisions. On these notes, I want you to know that for you to make your money work harder and smarter for you, you need to take the first step today. And the first step is you need to assess your risk tolerance. Assess it. Am I risk averse or risk tolerance? Am I a risk taker or risk averse? Look at that. When you can answer that, then you know the type of things that you should invest and not invest in. Then explore available investment platforms like those ones I mentioned earlier, and also choose a growth strategy that aligns with your financial goals. Don't forget, you should have both long-term, medium-term, and short-term goals if you want your money to work harder and smarter for you in the year 2025 and beyond. On this note, I want to appreciate you for staying tuned to the end of today's episode of the Impact Podcast with Taiwo Balogun. And if you have any questions, I want you to please drop your question and I will personally attend to your question on the comment section. And don't forget, if you gain value or gain something from this episode, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you comment in the comment section so that the YouTube algorithm can push this video to other people that are searching for this type of information. And don't forget, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do me a favor by subscribing and also activate the bell notification button. Ultimately, I want you to know that, yes, if you can embrace some of the things I share with you tonight, 2025 is going to be a year of great opportunities and also returns on your investment. So do have a wonderful night, and wherever you're watching from, have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. And some of the videos I suggested, I'll be linking those videos in the comment section. Please go and watch the video, especially where to invest your money, how to invest, and how to make your money work for you. All these things, even I have some of the videos I did recently are on online businesses that you can start even in 2025. And in the course of the new year, I'll be coming up with a lot of series on, businesses that you can start even from the comfort of your home. On this note, I want to call it a day and say, do have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.